According to the question, what we actually need to do is to evaluate this summation by using the method of difference. And to do method of difference, what we need to do first is to re-express what we have in the summation notation. So let's focus on this, and I'm going to re-express it by making use of the partial fraction. So I'm going to let 1 over r and r plus 2 be equal to a over r and b over r plus 2. And to solve for a, let's make use of the cover-up rule. So to solve for a, I'm going to cover up r, and I'm going to let r be equal to 0 here. So a is going to be equal to 1 over 0 plus 2. A is equal to 1 over 2. And to solve for b, I'm going to cover up r plus 2, and I'm going to let r here be equal to minus 2, which is the r that's going to cause the denominator to be 0. So covering this up, letting r be equal to minus 2, b is minus 1 over 2. That is why I can see that 1 over r of r plus 2 can be rewritten as 1 over 2r minus 1 over 2 of r plus 2, which is 1 over 2 of 1 over r minus 1 over r plus 2. So I'm going to replace this with its partial fraction, which means that this can be rewritten as summation of r is equal to 1 to n of half of 1 over r minus 1 over r plus 2. Factorizing half out, it is half summation of r is equal to 1 to n of 1 over r minus 1 over r plus 2. This is equal to half of, now substituting the values of r in, replacing r by 1, I have a 1 minus 1 over 1 plus 2, 3. And replacing r with 2, I have a 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4. Then letting r be equal to 3, I have 1 over 3 minus 1 over 5. Letting r be equal to 4, I have 1 over 4 minus 1 over 6. And now I can see two pairs of cancellation. One is here and the other one is this. And because now I have two sets of cancellations, I can say that there is probably going to be a sequence of cancellation all the way until the end, and 3 rows is going to give me one set of cancellation. So all the way towards the end, I'm going to write down the last 3 rows, so that hopefully I can see this same pattern of cancellation again. Then we can conclude that this cancellation pattern is going to propagate all the way until the end, and that is the idea of mathematical. That's the idea of the process of method of difference. So this, if I were to go for the last 3 rows, that will be when r is equal to n minus 2. So it is 1 over n minus 2 minus 1 over, replacing r by n minus 2, I have 1 over n, plus 1 over, letting r be equal to n minus 1, then this will be 1 over n plus 1. And finally, when I let r be equal to n, it will be 1 over n minus 1 over n plus 2. And sure enough, the same pattern of cancellation appear at the last 3 rows here. That is why we can conclude that all the terms in the center here, they are going to disappear. So what I'm going to be left with is just from here and until here, which means that this is going to be equal to half of 1 plus half, then minus 1 over n plus 1, then minus 1 over n plus 2. And if I were to multiply half in, what I'm going to be getting is 3 over 4 minus 1 over 2 of n plus 1 minus 1 over 2 of n plus 2. And this is what the question wants us to show.